Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about foreign account tax compliance for the institutions. And as we know, in the last video, we have discussed about the individuals, and in this video, we will be talking about the financial institutions. Mainly the institutions include foreign financial institution. First of all, we will go through what is FATCA once again. It is generally required that foreign financial institution and certain other non-financial foreign entities report on the foreign assets held by their US accounts holder or be subject to withholding or withholdable payments. And FATCA, we have to report about all these things. Under FATCA, to avoid being withheld upon, foreign financial institutions may register with the IRS and agree to report to the IRS certain information about their US accounts, including accounts of certain foreign entities, unless otherwise exempt. FFIs that do not both register and agree to report face a 30% withhold tax on certain US source payment made to them. And the companies generally do not do this and comply with the FATCA compliance so that they will not be charged heavily. So let us look at the relevant form 8966. The last form for the individual was 8938, in which we have filled the details of an individual for the FATCA compliance. And in this form, we will look at form 8966. So in this form, we can easily see it's just a two-page form, and in this we have to fill all the details of the identification, account holder or pay information, financial institution, pool report type, like in whichever countries they have, and they have to just take on this and fill all the required documents. And it says and very easy form, just of 2.5 page, and the compliance is very easy and better to go for it rather than facing a big fine. So now we will be going at our next slide. Categories for FFIs. FFIs are generally the institutions, and what are the types of them? We will look at them now. Depository institution. An entity is a depository institution if it accepts deposit and is in a banking or similar business. Custodian institution. An entity is a custodial institution if 20% or more of its gross income over the shorter of the previous 3 calendar year or the period during which it has been existent in the attribute to the following circumstances, like holding financial assets for the third party and related financial service. For example, in a mutual fund. The third type of FFIs are investment entity. A foreign entity is an investment entity if it fits within one of three categories. The three categories of it are as follow: 50% or more of its gross income over the shorter of the previous 3 calendar years or the period during which it has been in existence is from conducting certain activity for or on behalf of customers, including trading in specific financial instruments, portfolio management, and investment. The other two types are 50% or more of its gross income over the shorter of the previous 3 calendar year or the period during which it has been in existence is from investing, reinvesting, or trading. And the third type is it is an entity that functions or holds itself out as a collective investment vehicle, mutual fund, exchange traded fund. So these three types of FFIs are generally present. The first is depository institution, second is custodial institution, and third is investment entity. Now, to avoid FATCA withholding, a foreign entity that meets the definition of an FFI must generally register with the IRS, agree to comply with the term of an FFI agreement, and comply with extensive account due diligence and information reporting requirement. Accepted FFIs. Certain holding companies that are part of non-financial groups. It means that the group has limited passive income and assets. Certain non-financial startup companies and companies entering into a new line of business. Non-financial entities in liquidation or bankruptcy. Entities meeting the definition of IRS Section 501. Certain charitable and non-profitable organizations exempt from tax in their home countries. These all type of companies are exempted from FFIs. there is a small mistake in which there is a accept written X in place of exams. So please bear with it. Who must file the FATCA compliance? Participating FFIs, registered deemed complaint FFI, global intermediary identification number, related entity or branch described in the application of IGM, direct reporting non-financial foreign entity. And these all the type of entities who fall within this category must file this compliance. When and how and where to file, when to file. Form 8966, as we have seen few minutes earlier, is required to be filed for the 2022 calendar year on or before March 31, 2023. Extension of time to file. An automatic 90-day extension file of time to file 8966 may be requested. Where to file paper forms. Just like the individual case, there are two ways to file this form. One is the online way in which we can file remotely by sitting anywhere, and the second is the paper filing method, in which we will have to post it by the courier to this following address. Thank you for looking at this video. If there is any doubt related to this topic or any of the topic related to US compliance, Indian compliance, US tax, Indian tax, US GST registration, Indian GST registration, any sort of IPRs, trademarks, please comment down or contact me. Thank you so much.